So now it's recording everything that's on the screen. So just so you know, so here's your channel. When you log into your channel, you go to manage videos. Here's all your videos. Right? If you want live, there'd be a video live stream here. We must have scheduled one back in 2015 that we never did. I'm gonna delete that so it's out of here. Here's your videos that you did so far.
So what I want to do is make sure that I am hashtagging or whatever it is, so that when it goes up here, I can put it on, say, Instagram, and then point Instagram over to YouTube. Or if somebody's searching, like when I searched for Cooking Conversation 2 weeks ago, nothing came up. Then I had to type in Cooking Conversation Show, and I was able to find myself because someone was asking me, and I was at the house, and it didn't show up.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Is
So
that as a result of not having the right?
no, it's just that you just started, and there's other people who have. So I mean, we'll do it. So if I go here and I search, cooking and conversation.
There's a black guy that I saw, an older black guy.
There's a bunch.
Yeah,
So
right there,
so
Gene.
him, he's got the cooking and conversation talks. He's been on here longer, so his video has 28,000 views. So it may be pulling. It just takes time. But look, there you are now. So you're in the searches, and remember, this is all. So I could go. This is based on videos. I could go up here and say I want to search by channels. And there you go.
But I don't think most people are doing it. I think with the average person.
Yeah, they're just searching. They're just searching. So I'm just.
So that's a.
It'll come over time.
As
So
time goes, okay.
yeah, it'll come over time. But I mean, even now, you're showing up now, right? So here's the thing, though, right? So this is the first thing. This is why you see why thumbnails are important, because I'm searching for you. There's no way for me to know that that's your video, because all I see is a spice rack.
Okay.
Whereas if I look at
And
this,
why does it show a spice rack when that's a minute?
oh,
into
because I was watching the video, so it's
Okay.
showing. See, I'm 3 minutes in. But again, if you had a thumbnail, it would always show the thumbnail. So these other videos, so like if I'm used to watching cooking verbs,
Yes.
and I do a search, oh, there's a cooking verb because I'm
Because
used
it's
to that
always
thumbnail.
the same thumbnail.
Or the thumb, it might be a picture of you, like whatever it is, but that shows you, literally that right there shows you the importance of thumbnails, because when I search, how do you separate yourself from all these 10,000 videos? Because it's very rare that whatever you call your thing, there's no one else who's called, you're talking billions of people. So there's somebody else who could have called it something similar, right? Or they have cooking and conversation. And remember, it's just a search engine. So, and even the same dude, right? Merc TV, like he's getting views. If I was to talk to him, I would tell him he needed a thumbnail, he needed to do different stuff. But just by doing it over time, he's getting views. But it took him 5 years to get 17,000 views, right? So that's the search question. So if I go back to your page here, and then I clicked on, I'll close this so we jump here, and I click on customize channel. Then we go in channel customization, right? So we already got your branding, we got your picture, we got the banner image we did before. We could also create a watermark that's 150. We could take that and turn it into a watermark that's 150 by 150 and upload that so that every time somebody sees your video, that's in the bottom right hand corner. So it's another way to brand your video. So like if I just grab this image, all right, so I'll do that later. So we already have the layout stuff. So here's where I can control the channel. So basically I can add sections of all your content that what shows up. So right now they see the single playlist, which is your shows, which right now has 2 in it, right? That's what they're seeing first. Then I just added this morning, which is just a list of all the videos. And if I wanted to, I could change the order of how this shows up on your page. When we start doing shorts, this section of short videos will show all of your shorts, like the 30-second, 60-second on the page. So as you create more content, we have more control over how to display that content. So like if you start going live, we can have a list of all your past live streams. If we start scheduling them, upcoming live shows, if we start creating multiple playlists, all of those different things we can add to your page.
Is there a time limit on the shorts?
Yeah, 60 seconds.
All right. So are you saying to me that I need to, was there a tool that created that, or do I need to take my, say, 4-minute video or 5-minute video and chop it down to we're going to use, so I use tools. Like people, like you could do it manually in CapCut, you could do it manually in other places. I'm a big believer that, you know what, if it's not your core thing, use tools, right? And I'm going to show you a tool. So like, let's say if we look at your channel right now. Because everything that I've done, and I probably have 12 to 15 in there, are all, let's say it took me 20 minutes to, I just let the camera run.
Yeah.
Then I go back and I watch it, and if it's something bubbling for a minute and a half, I chop all that out except for 3 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
And I chop that down to 4 or 5 minutes. Now I got to take that 4 or 5 minutes and chop that down to 90 seconds.
Well, and I think you have to make the decision of, if I'm watching it, does that 4 or 5 minutes give me enough to go off and make whatever you're making?
Yes.
Yeah. So that should be your length. So that's my point. Like for the actual YouTube video, it should be long enough so that I get the value from what you're saying.
How I actually execute what he just did.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. But the shorts, you say it's a minute long. Am I chopping it down to the minute long, or you're saying there's a tool?
There's
that
tools,
chops it for me?
and I'm gonna show you. There's a couple tools. So, from a focus perspective, we have this one example of how to cook a steak on What Is a Redneck, which is your cooking and conversation show, which we do have a thumbnail that we created, right? Now, it doesn't have a picture of you, it doesn't have your logo, but it does have a thumbnail. So for people scrolling, they kind of know what it is. It jumps out. What I want to do is use, after we walk through the channel, I want to use the one that is getting views, this rack of lamb, and then the intro one, so that we can figure out ways, so we can walk through the steps of how to optimize those videos. So first, if I go into YouTube Studio, you start seeing all that, because again, you said this the other day, this is like a second job, right? So when you have a job, you want to know all the tools to optimize your job. So if you have a chef, you have all your culinary, and YouTube, it's YouTube Studio, because you can start coming in here and seeing what's going on.
The analytics of what's happening.
Yes. So for example, that video that is doing well, you know, people are putting comments on it, right? So you could come in here and you could view the comments. You could come in here and you could reply to a comment. Like you can engage people directly in here. So you don't have to go to every separate video. So think of this as like your dashboard. So it allows you to kind of see how your things are reacting in here. And I think it is a good practice, not every day, but when you get time, this is part of your piece, right? Cooking, part of the conversations in the comments. Hey, you know what? You should, this is something you could really do easily, whatever, whatever you want to do. But remember, it's like you're building that audience, and the more they feel like they're engaging, like the more they're gonna be like, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna subscribe, because you basically want people to subscribe and click that little bell, so that every time you post a video, they get notified, so that like as you build the audience, that's how you get the views. Like if I got 1,000 people that are all subscribed and notified, every time I put a video up, it should at least get 1,000 views, right? So they should come watch it, and then everything else kind of grows it.
So that's in Studio.
Yeah, all of this I'm about to show you is in the YouTube Studio. So if I go back, right, if I go to your channel and I click on your menu, there's a button here for YouTube Studio. So once you click on YouTube Studio, it brings you in here, right? And it's showing you, this is your latest video. It has 24 views. You just put it up, right? It has 1 thumb up, and it kind of shows you that. And then it has a list here of all your published videos. You can see how they're performing in terms of views, in terms of comments, in terms of thumbs up, right? So like again, that rack of lamb is right now your best performing video. And then you go back and see, okay, what did I do in that? And this is where you take the ego out, right? So it's like, okay, what did I do in that video that I didn't do in other videos? Why is that resonant? Now, it could be random, but there's always learnings from it. Like, okay, what did I do for the next video? I'm going to try that again, see if I can repeat it. Because if you can repeat it, then you just keep doing that repeat, and people resonate.
That's smart. Like, I did not even think of that. Like, I should look at the rack of lamb. I thought maybe it's just lamb, but I got to look at it and see. Maybe.
And it could be. It could, like, but again, all of this information. So when people like, hey, it's not a random thing. So like the beauty of these platforms is like you're getting information. The question is, do you use that information to get better, right? Like, so it's like, I'm gonna keep using cooking analogies. I cook a steak and it comes out dry, right? I know it's dry. I know what I did. Either I could change up and say I don't want it to be dry, or cook it the same way and it's gonna be dry. So
say I'm just eating dry steak.
Yeah, yeah. So it's the same thing. Like you could be like, I'm gonna just create videos, and if they have, but my thing is like, when you start seeing success, then like look at what is getting success.
Try and repeat the wheel.
Yeah,
don't try
yeah.
and reinvent it.
But I mean, again, this is really valuable information. So like, you can see your subscribers here. You can see, and you can be like, hey, they may be all people you know to start, or they may be people you don't know. But it shows you that if it's somebody you don't know, yeah. So it's somebody who's like, yo, this is a value to me. I'm gonna subscribe and see what else they're getting, right? Okay. So again, this is all value, and then, then YouTube, they're invested, so they're gonna always put videos up here to tell you about different things they're doing or whatever, because their goal is to make you get better at running your YouTube channel, because they perceive it as a business. So that's all on the dashboard. So if I click on content, this is where we were before. This is where you can go to your content. You want to come change the details. You want to come, edit the title. If we wanted to promote it, if we wanted to download it, we wanted to delete it. All of that's right here. Visibility. You can make it public, which it is. You can make something unlisted, which means that only people with the link can find it, or you can make it private where no one can find it, right? And you may want to have, why would you do that? So let's say you use YouTube to create cooking, like somebody paid you to like teach them how to do something virtually, and you created the video, but you only wanted them to see it. You could upload to YouTube, make it unlisted, send them that link. They're the only people that can see it, right? So, or you created something, you're still tweaking it, you don't want people to see it yet, right? So there's all those options. But again, on here, it kind of shows you. It shows you all the things when you published it. Wait, whoa. So here's one thing too. So, when you upload the video, it asks you in the upload, is it made for kids? These first three, you said yes.
Meaning the content is not.
Yeah, but here's the problem, right? The problem is if you align it to kids, and let's say you curse, or let's say you make a comment that's more adult, a parent could knock it down because you aligned it to kids. So to be safe, you should always say it's not made for kids, right? And I bring that up because if you look at this video here, the steak one, you said it's not made, no restrictions. The made for kids is almost a restriction. So let me see if we can actually edit that. Let me go in here.
You can, because I've been on that in my phone.
Yeah, so let me go in here to this video. Hold on. So I would turn I would turn that off. Because here, you're legally required to comply, and also it puts you in that gap of all the, because content for kids is regulated. So you're limit that. So
I definitely don't. I don't
see. It's a restriction. Okay. So if I save this now, that restriction's gone, and if we go back here, that's gone. We would do that for all of these. So this is why learning the tools is important, because without you knowing, you could be limiting the views of your video by just that simple thing. And to your point, right? You're like, oh well, it's cooking, it's for everybody, right? But again, your conversation and kind of way you talk, everything's not for everybody. And it also, it just puts you under scrutiny, like even your intro here. So we're gonna change all of that. And I would say, unless you're specifically making content for kids,
children, right,
I would take it off.
All right.
So that's that page here, and I'm actually gonna go in here just to.
Let me ask you another question. Yep. You said something to me the other day about how people look for things and that they type questions. Should I be putting all of my titles with the question? Because I changed all of those.
Yes.
Should I be doing that?
Okay. I think so. So, and again, it's gleaming from what worked. So your top video right now was how to make a rack of lamb for 1 to 2 people in 20 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you'll find on YouTube, because remember, people are searching, and most people are searching to learn how to do something, right? So that raises you up, and it also, even if I'm seeing it, like, and I'm into cooking, wait a minute, man, I love lamb. Like, I can cook lamb for 1 to 2 people in 20 minutes. Let me take a look, right? So it also is trying to engage the user, just because the basically the title engages them with a question, and they assume that the video is going to give them the answer, right? So that's why you want to think about how you're doing that, how you're doing that. So, and I'm glad we saw that, because that could have been limiting you. So here's a list of all the content you have right now. We can check all of that in real time. And then if I click into one,
what's that? It has 230.
That's your first one. So that's the how to cook a steak, and that's your first cooking and conversation, right? And is this how to make chicken? Is that just a conversation, or is that
the second part of that very first video? That's part 1, and that's part 2.
And part 2, does part 2 have cooking in it, or
yes.
It's just conversation?
Yes. If you click on it, it'll show chicken. I think I made a lemon butter chicken.
So, oh, so the premise of this is that they came over for a different meal, and you finished the conversation you guys were having before. Okay. So, all right, so let me go back here. So I changed. So here's my other thing about thumbnails and consistency. So you're primarily about cooking, and you're primarily about conversation. So if I go into this details here, right here is where we can control the thumbnail. It'll give you some samples from it, so you can make out YouTube. So
those are samples.
These are different frames from your video.
Okay.
So if you don't know how to do anything, you could come in here and just pick one of these as a thumbnail. Now, what I'm saying is, since your channel is primarily about cooking,
mm-hmm.
I would say I'm gonna pick this, and I'm gonna show you why. So that means when people see your videos, it's always a cooking element. Like, the conversation is secondary. But it's always so. And this is like before we create thumbnails. So like, I'm just walking you through steps of kind of how to think about because remember, our channel is not for everybody. Our channel is for a specific audience, and that specific audience is going to come for a specific thing. So we want to be resonant about it. So that's details, that's analytics, that's the comments, that's to view the content on YouTube, and these are just different things. Get a shareable link, promote, download, delete forever.
Where's the thing where it picked 3 thumbnails?
Right here. So if I click on details, it brings me to this page where I have the title, you have the hashtags, everything here, right? So here's the thumbnail piece. So if we create a thumbnail, we could upload it. Here's where you could show it to playlists. So I would actually so you created it shows, right? So if all of these are part of the show, you want to make sure they're in that, because if I find that playlist, then I may watch all of the videos all at once. That's the premise of a playlist. So somebody can subscribe to a playlist too. This is where we talked about made for kids. This is where we could restrict it to 18 and over. You don't want to do that. You basically want as many people as possible to watch it. Down here, if my video contains paid promotion, so like if you ever got like somebody to say this video is sponsored by this fork, you add that. Automatically allowed to do chapters. It'll explore.
Which is that when I watch, say, All the Smoke, and you're watching the video, and if you touch the movement bar, a little thing pops up and says, talking about playing against Kobe.
Yep.
Talking about, okay.
Yep. You can continue to add more tags.
Talk to me about that, about what that means.
So it says, this is useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. So I don't use it, but it's basically saying, like, let's say you have a video and you use slang or you use certain terms that are deviations from if somebody was searching for them. you could put tags in here of terms that would show up if they were searching the right term,
like
right?
bolognese.
Yes,
or
exactly.
Like
so,
okay.
All of those different things.
But it has. You can't just put the word. You have to put the tic-tac-toe sign in front of it.
No, you could just put the word here. So, but let's say you basically this is like if you did something in your video and it's commonly misspelled, this allows you to put generic tags behind the scenes because the goal is to be in as many.
But the tag is just the word.
It's just the word. It's just the word. It's just the word. This one is if it's in different languages, it's defaults to English, so I don't really touch this, but it lets you do that. You can set the recording date, like when and where the video is recorded. Videos can also be searched by location. So, like, let's say you were doing something that was location specific, you could put the location here. Like, so people were searching for like restaurants in Jersey, and you put Jersey, they would put that there. The license I don't worry about. Allowing embedding, shorts remixing. This basically allows somebody, when you start putting your short form videos, you see that they're showing somebody else's video and they put their reaction. You want that because if somebody finds something, they can use it. Category, I put it in how to and style. There's all these different categories you can put your content in.
What's your position on commenting back to people that make comments to you? Because as I told you yesterday, everybody has a comment. Everybody has an opinion. And I don't.
So I want to. There's a difference between commenting and engaging with your audience and responding to trolls, right? So to me, the litmus test is if somebody's getting a comment and it shows that they're engaged in your content, then yeah, that's why I showed you that comment area that you go back in and say, oh yeah, you know what, you can do X, Y, and Z, because they're like, wow, not only is this dude putting the videos up, he's actually responding to me because you're building community. Now if somebody's like, yo, dog, you don't know how to cook, I'm not responding to that. Like,
you didn't even wash the chicken.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't worry about that. So that's a troll.
All right.
Now, again, as your channel grows, you could have, you could turn on, right now, there's no moderation, but this allows channels flexibility that you could hold potentially inappropriate comments. You could be strict. You could hold all comments and review them. But again, if every comment, somebody's just going around being negative. Huh? Okay. So I wouldn't worry about it.
All right.
I wouldn't worry about it. So that's all the different things you can do within a specific video. And if I go over to the right here, it kind of shows you the video. Here's the link you can share with anybody. You're recording the videos in HD. What you'll see here sometimes is when you first upload a video, it'll only say SD. It's because YouTube has to process it to be HD, but it's showing it in HD. Visibility, we talked about, public, private, unlisted, no restrictions, subtitles. YouTube may sometimes automatically add subtitles. End screens we'll deal with later. Eventually we'll get to the point where we want to add end screens where it's like a end image from you that links to other videos, right? Sometimes you see people come on at the end and say thanks for watching. Like, we can get to that point. Cards is the same thing. Like, you can have cards in your video that pop up, which we'll deal with later.
All right, so thumbnail wise, I should go in here and see what they chose as thumbnails, and if I like one that's food related, pick that and let that be there.
Well, that's level one. What I would say to do is I would say to go to Canva. I'm gonna go back here. I want that video to stay up. I'm opening the window. I would say.
Yeah, I think I went to Canva. I think it costs money.
No, there's a free version. I mean, the paid version, like $10 a month. The paid version just gives you access to more video, like more stuff. So if I go in here, and I'm gonna create a project so that I have all of your stuff in one place.
All right, this is where you're at, right here, right?
Yep. So I'm gonna go home. So literally, I can come in here and I can do two things. I can say I want to do YouTube thumbnail, and I can go right here. Like, here's food YouTube thumbnails, right? So if I click on this, it shows me all these different. I can choose to revamp to my own, right? if you want to do food, or you can just
Okay,
search
but
generic ones.
so those are generic pictures. To me, if my face is on it, makes it more.
Yeah, so you basically, these are all templates. So they're basically showing you other thumbnails that people have done in Canva that you could use and edit, right? So that's all there is. So that's one way. The other way is I could come up here and say create a design, and I say YouTube thumbnail. And then it shows me all these different ones that I can choose.
So just randomly pick one.
So let's
that
say
has a person's face in it.
Yeah. So we'll grab. I just saw one. Hold on. I can't randomly do nothing. Hold on. So literally, we could change this, right? So we could say, so anything is editable and deletable. So what was that? That was it was how to cook. We're gonna use the lamb one. So what was it?
How to make rack of lamb in 20 minutes.
I want to be specific for
two.
One. And I'm typing it too big for a reason. I'm gonna show you in 20 minutes. So that's the title. Mm-hmm. So everything's editable. So I can click on this. I can go in here. I can make it smaller. I can change this. Now, and I can do things like if I want people, so if I start using the same hashtag, let's say cooking, let's say I do cooking and convo, right? Let's say that's my hashtag for my thing. If I start putting down on everything, that's a hashtag that people search, it may find you, right? Like, so that's a way. So let's do cooking and convo. So here, now we got to find the image. So
if I'm doing this on my phone, I could just go on my phone and take a picture of myself that I have and put it there. No?
Yeah. You got a photo? Send me a photo.
Okay. So what? To your email?
Or you can just airdrop. You can just airdrop it to me if you got it on your phone. And here I'll show you. So while you're doing that, I'll show you some things that I do. So like if I go back to your page. So see this. So now you see the changes we made. There's your intro page. The videos are underneath. The shows are underneath. So now your page is starting to breathe life into it. But here's what I do sometimes.
I think the intro page should have a still photo of my kitchen, a long shot, or no?
No, I mean, well, intro is a video, so we could put a thumbnail on here that has that. Yeah. So, so here, this is what I wanted to show you. So here's what I do sometimes. So,
while that's happening.
So. So that's the finished piece. So what I'll do sometimes is, on the Mac, a screenshot. But any kind of software, you can just grab a copy of the screen.
Oh.
So I'll just do this too. And I'm going to show you why. So find your photo, but I'm going to show you what we could do. So I captured that. There it is. And then I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go back to Canva. And I brought that in. So so literally I replaced it with that. But give me your photo. You sent it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Would you airdrop it? Or you text it?
Text it.
All right, cool. Got it.
Dude, how are you getting a phone?
Everything's connected. It's iMessage. So and when you get a Mac, everything's connected. So it's iMessage. So here's your picture, right? So I copy it. All right.
This is inside Canva.
Yeah, I'm all in Canva right now. I'm all in Canva right now. We picked the template. I changed it from what you said from what it said to what you said. I can move this around. Again, if I don't like the font, I can come up here and pick a different font.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, all of that stuff to make it look different. Whatever I want to use. You know, you can go.
This does not have to be spot on every letter of my channel. It doesn't have to say in full cooking and conversation.
No, because you could do, if you apply that hashtag to everything, like you're basically trying to give them a new another way to find your content. Okay. Yeah, I mean we could literally.
But do I put that inside every one of the videos in the box where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And to your point, we could do this. So I could take this. I could copy it. I just do Control C. And then let's say I do that, and then I say so again, there's no, I'm take the hashtag out.
Take one of the V's. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just showed me. So I could put that down here. I can make the font a little smaller. So again, you can put whatever you want on this. You don't want to have a lot of text, but again, basically, I've given everybody just let's say I'm scrolling through YouTube. I've given them a bunch of things. I've given them a hashtag to search for. I've given them the name of the show, and now when I bring in your photo, I'm gonna give them a photo of you, right? So here's your photo. I'm gonna copy the photo. Let me just open it in preview. I'm gonna copy the photo. Now I can paste the photo in here. Now here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this photo. So I clicked on the photo. Now I'm just editing the photo. So I'm gonna crop it. Nope, I'm gonna crop it. Go back. I don't want that. I don't want it to replace it. I want to lay it on top. So here's what I want to do. This thing's getting on my nerves. I don't want to replace it. I want to lay it on top. Let me bring this layer up.
Why are you not just deleting the other picture?
Because I want to have both. So
Okay.
so that's why I'm just trying to figure out a way to
It's
do both.
replacing it when you're trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's trying to it's acting funky. So I want to group. Let me do this.
I think it has to be outside the scope of this.
Yeah, it's doing something weird, but it's because it's confined. It's thinking that I want to do it instead of layer it on top, which is fine. Hold on. So let's say I want to do that. So I could do that right there, just for argument's sake. And then I could do if I wanted to position it. So I put it behind the circle. So literally, that could be our thumbnail, right?
Right.
So it does a couple things. Has the lamb, has a picture of you, and we can get more
There's a
creative.
lot of information.
Yeah, we can get more creative with it. But for right now, we don't have to. So I'm going to add this.
I don't like the lamb with the thermometer sticking out. Just for,
Is that is that a thermometer?
Yeah, I don't want that.
All right, well, let's go back. Is there a different? I didn't know that's
I
what that
pulled
was.
it out at some point, so if you went forward, it wouldn't be in it. Dude, this shit looks good as hell.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. All right, so that's it. And again,
This is all inside Canva.
all I did was take a screenshot with screenshot, which is on the Mac or whatever computer you have. There's a way to capture what's on the screen. Mm-hmm. And then all I did was
most of this I'll be doing on my phone.
Yeah. So you could basically take a screenshot, throw it, and then bring it in. So same thing. I just took that screenshot. Now it's in Canva. So I replaced it that quick. I just rolled it over, right? So there you go. That's the same.
All right. So that thumbnail has now been created inside of a separate application
called Canva.
So how do I get it from?
So you go here to share, and you go download. It doesn't need to be a ping, and you basically download it here. And put it in my cooking conversation folder. Then I go to YouTube. I go back so we see it's in the same place. Go to YouTube Studio. The content. Rack of lamb. We go to details. Now here where it says upload thumbnail, you click on that. Then I go back and find my hit save. Make sure that's in the shows playlist. Now if we go back to the channel, it's there. Now again, see, now imagine if we had thumbnails for each one of those. It's a drastically different represent. So which one is standing out to you out of all of those? The yellow one. So see what I'm saying?
The yellow one and the one with, the one on the right.
Yeah. So, but it shows you. So to me, that screen shows you the value of thumbnails because it's the same videos. But if I'm scrolling through, even if I came to your channel, which one do you think I'm clicking on first?
The yellow one.
Because it's just grabbed my attention. So again, it's all based on figuring out a way to grab your attention for the video, right? That and that there's significant value in that. So yeah, so now we got that thumbnail. You could essentially do the same thing. So literally here, I'll show you. I'll go back to Canva. So let's say you said that's going to be your template for all your videos. Doesn't have to be, right? Mm-hmm. That literally I come in here, I hit duplicate, and then I change this. I change the photo, and in 5 minutes, now all of your videos have thumbnails, and I'm recognizable to my people, right? In 5 minutes. So literally, so if I go back here, and let's say we said, Butterfield, is that you? That's somebody in your house?
No, that's when I was in Florida.
Oh, nice.
It's Chip that I know.
So, all right. So let's say I go here. Mm-hmm. Same thing. And I like the end result photos because I know what I'm getting, right? Mm-hmm. So
I keep going. I put a fixed screen there. It is.
This one?
Yeah. But you don't want those words in it.
That's all right. We crop it out. So same thing. So just to show you how easy this is. So I go screenshot. I capture it. Then I go back to Canva, and I can name. So let me name this one. So this is because I'm gonna share this file with you. Rack of lamb. And then this one is
butterfly veal parmesan. Butterfly FLIED veal PARM SAM.
All right, so same thing. I bring that same image over. Let me find it. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So we copy that. Copy that. We paste it. Let me edit it.
All these tools are inside Canva.
Yeah, everything I'm doing right now is in Canva. So I'm gonna make this bigger because I want it to take up more of the space.
And then we just make the words smaller.
Yeah. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And what's the title of this one?
How to make butterfly veal parm in 20 minutes.
Is that how you spell it?
Mm-hmm.
And again, so let's talk about trends here, right? So these two both are in 20 minutes.
Dude, this shit is like a full-time job. Like, when I'm sitting down on the couch, this is what I'm doing. Like, teaching myself, learning how to do this.
So, oh, my point was that there's a theme
This ain't
here.
a theme.
So, literally, if you start saying that I'm going to show everything I show people, it's going to be able to be done in 20 minutes.
Most. I mean, most.
But I'm just giving you, so if when you talk about how do you differentiate yourself from other people, the theme of your channel is that everything you show me, I can get done in 20 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
right? So my point is, I start consistency. When I start seeing this, oh, that must be another one of Tony's videos because I'm getting this in 20 minutes, I'm getting that in 20 minutes. And then you start thinking about what are things that it would take me 2 hours, but you show me how to do it in 20 minutes, right? Like I'm just showing you the value prop that you're creating.
Okay.
So see that? We had the template. That took us all of 5 minutes. We go here. And we download it.
Because we're downloading it now to my computer.
Yeah, so we can upload it to its name. And again, now that you have two, you just want to make a point to go in here so you don't download both. Just pick the second one. Hit here, hit download. Hit save.
Which saved it inside of Canva.
Well, no. Canva's automatically saving it.
All right.
So I just downloaded it to save it on here. So now I'm going to come back to the channel.
To my videos.
Yep. So I'm gonna go just and you could also, there's an edit video button right here. I could click right here and do it. It gets me to the same screen. Same thing. Upload thumbnail.
Go find it.
Yep. Hit save. Now if we go back to your channel. So, and I'm gonna send you that file so that you could, we could do the other ones in like 2 minutes if you want. So, so let's do so for example, like how to make chicken lemon sauce for two. It's the same premise. And to your point, if you're getting in the habit of showing it.
Yeah, there's a video, there's a final shot at the end. No, it didn't. This one jumped right into that.
All right, so we can get it one.
And then we just crop the screenshot and take the
Yeah. So that's literally what we're gonna do. So here's the screenshot. I'm gonna hit copy. I'm gonna go back to here. I didn't copy it. I just added the page. Copy it. Go in here, hit paste. Here's that same one. I'll come in here.
Fit it inside the circle.
Yeah, I'll crop it. So I'm gonna crop it. Let me take it out. That's because I put it in there first. Hold on. Let me put it in again.
So we can't slide the plate inside.
No, because it's a fixed.
All right.
That's okay though.
It don't have to be perfect.
No,
No.
no. Again, I'm not even. I'm fine with the text. To be honest with you, I'm okay with it. Because again, it's still better. So, what's this one called?
How to make chicken with a lemon butter sauce. Lemon butter chicken. No. Chicken with a lemon butter sauce is what it actually is.
Again,
Put 30
okay.
minutes. Actually, 20 minutes. I could do it in 20.
Yeah, I would. I mean, again, I like the fact that there's something consistent to hop on. Just a little bit. There you go. All the same. Make it a JPEG. But like I said, and we're doing this for a bunch of them at once. But if you do this each time you do a video, I mean, the process
It's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. Where I film it, I chop it down to 5 minutes, and then I grade the thumbnail.
Yeah. So this is all the prep. This is all the prep of. I just type. This is all the prep. Again, I just want to keep showing you how it's starting to look good. I mean, and I'm fine with leaving that one the way it was because it's an evolution. You don't have to go back. Do clarified butter.
Clarified butter is regular butter that you heat up, and you get all the water and the milk solids and milk fats out of it. A lot, because I use it all the time.
The end is beautiful. It's a bowl that has it sitting in it.
If you do it right,
What does Jehovah Jireh mean?
It's different words in the Bible that account for God. Like they all have a different meaning. Like Rita can tell you better, but they have a like
Jehovah Nisi.
Jehovah Jireh. Yeah,
They all mean the same thing.
they have God of this, God of that, God of providing, because God serves multiple needs.
Okay.
My actually, I'll send you. My pastor did a
See if you
message
can get. At one point, I picked it up and spooned it. See if you could screenshot it. I'm pretty sure I was pouring it. Keep going forward. Yeah, that's dope right there.
So there it is. Same premise.
So far, what has happened is a few people that have seen this, they text me and said, "You did all? Who did that?" That's the people have said that to me. They're like,
Yeah. So look, that quick, right? You picked a shot, shared it. Oh, we gotta change this. How to make
clarified butter." It's gonna take longer than 20 minutes to make that. Probably.
No, it's all good. And again, you don't have to be in bondage to it. But my whole premise is that you're showing, and this is for what? Lobster, and because most people don't even know what clarified butter is.
For cooking, because it covers everything. Yeah, don't put no time on it.
All right. All right, download.
It's repetition, dude. I keep watching you do it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it again, and it's all preference, so there's no right or wrong. And again, you could always come back here and
And
choose
pick
a
something
different
else.
else and
Yeah.
do it something different. Like again, it's more about this enabling you to have the elements, because if you had to go in like Photoshop or whatever and do this from scratch, it would be hours.
Mm-hmm.
But this tool allows you to do it minutes because it's not your core. My whole thing about tools is this is not my core competency, but I know there's a tool that I can go out here and do this pretty quickly. So it works for me. So the playlist, me a thumbnail. Make sure this is in shows.
All this is recorded, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to channel. And to see your channels are there. So this the other thing I'm gonna do. So now that we have these, you know, I might go in here where it says, hold on, customize channel, and I would move shows up, right? I don't even know if I would. Let's remove that for right now. So
What's the difference between single playlist shows and videos?
Videos is every video. The playlist is all the ones you have in shows. The reason why I want to show the playlist is because when I click in it, all the other videos are there. So if I don't leave it, if I don't do anything, it's going to keep going through all the videos automatically in the playlist.
Okay.
So here, I'll show you. And also, I'm just trying to show you how, as you build out this channel, it starts to look cleaner, right? So like, see, somebody's going to come now. They can hit play all, and it'll play all your episodes. So if I clicked on this now, it's in a playlist. Here's, you know, it's going to keep playing in the playlist, right? But I like it from a presentation standpoint because we're letting people know exactly what we have, right? And then what I can do here is let's say, like, and this is how you think about it. Oh, let me turn and pause that video so we can. So. What was I about to say? Oh, so let's say I came here and I said I'm gonna add a live now, right? And then I'm gonna add a past live streams, right? You didn't go live with that. Why is that showing up? Oh, no. Oh yes, we streamed it live. That's right. So here's the other thing you can do. Remember too, and I'm gonna show you this in a second. But let me not confuse things.
All right. Are you comfortable with my intro video?
I love it.
In terms of what it looks like when you come when you.
Yeah, I think that's totally. I don't think we need that. I mean, we could add a thumbnail, but we don't because that's what they see when they first come on. So I like the
Like
fact.
if someone types in cooking conversation and they get me.
So if somebody comes to your channel for the first time, which is youtube.com/cooking and conversation show. So literally. Let me grab this. This is the URL that you want to give people. So you want to go youtube.com, and this is your handle. So like if you take this, I'm gonna text it to you right now. Anybody ask you about your channel? This is the URL you should go. I just sent it to you. Because if they type in that, they go right to your channel, and this is what they see. Right, and so I'm not mad at that. That looks good to me. So, and then, oh, that's what I was going to show you. I've got it running twice. So. Let me refresh this.
So if I were to take this thing you just sent me and go on my Instagram and put it on my Instagram.
So, and yeah, you asked me that. So let me show you that. Yeah, I'll show you that in a second. Let's go through this, and so I can have one video. So I'm gonna go back to customize channel. So this reminded me of something else that we did before. So when you post videos, so if
To
you
get here, you came into my
channel,
animated.
yeah.
my
So
channel.
the channel, and I can, and I mean, you can either I want customized channel,
Right.
which is right here. That's how you get to how you change the layout of your channel.
All right.
But I can also go here at your channel and go to YouTube Studio and see all of this, right? So now you see all of those are changed, right? All the direct thumbnails are represented. But what I was thinking about before is, so when you upload a video, I'm just gonna find a video. I'm gonna upload it. Just so you can see what it looks like. So, and I'm not gonna finish this, so I just want to show you. But remember how you upload the video. Remember all this stuff is here. So if you have the thumbnail ready, you can put the thumbnail here. You add it to the playlist. You can do, make sure it says it's not for kids. All of that right here, right? End cards and stuff we'll cover at a later date. It's checking to make sure there's no copyright violations.
That's the music part.
Yeah,
Okay.
music, any content. But here's what I wanted to show you. So I could say public instead of the instant premiere, which means it streams it as a live video. So if all of my followers get notified that a new video is going up. So that's another strategy. So as opposed to just posting it and waiting for people to find it, you can stream it as a live video. So like
I don't know what that means.
so it means it'll simulate it as if you're live doing the cooking. So like everybody gets notified who follows you that you're live now, and then come watch that video. So it's a different tactic to try. Now the beauty is you don't have to do it because cancel this. You don't have to do it because your biggest video right now is when you just upload it. I'm just giving you different tactics. The other thing I would say is when we talk about going live, like you might say like Saturdays is your day to like watch TV and cook. You could go live and do that. Like you could turn the cameras on and
So
go
is
live.
that like Tyrese, the singer, married this chick and his marriage didn't work out. Her name's Samantha Lee, and it was all over the news. So I looked her up and I started following her. She's very attractive. She goes live. So she says, I'm going to be live on YouTube at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I click on her Instagram and it comes up and she sits there and kind of looking at her screen and looking at the number of people or whatever, and people are
So that's one way. That's her just engaging, right? So for you, my point is you don't even have to be that. So you could have your phone or whatever, so you could, or your laptop up so you can see people's comments, right? And let's say you're gonna cook, and literally you could cook and talk through what's cooking, and if people come on, you can just engage with them
How?
because you see the comments. You're just talking to them.
That means my hand, I'd have to touch, I'd have to be responding with my hands.
No, I mean verbally. Your live video. You see the comment. You talk. You respond to them live. It's a live video.
Hold on. I got 3 cameras up that have mics on them.
Yeah.
I turn those on and I'm recording.
You're not recording. You're recording, but you're basically going into YouTube and say I'm going live. So whatever you're doing is going to be live on YouTube.
Where's the microphone that is?
It's
grabbing?
across any of the cameras that you're closest to. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because here's the
And
difference.
someone can talk and I
No,
can
they can't talk. They're commenting. So that's what I'm saying. You have your laptop up. You can see their comments.
All right.
So you're basically doing what you do, but you're doing it live. And my whole premise is you're already in there, and you could be live like I'm watching the football. I can't believe Ohio State did that. Whatever you normally do, you could do that live as you're cooking. People will come on, engage with you, watch with you, and then eventually you could schedule it. You could be like, it could be like Saturday Live Cooking with Tony, and you could schedule it ahead of time. You could put here's the ingredients you're gonna need to cook what I'm cooking, and you could cook with me, or you could say cooking with Tony on Saturdays, right? And as you, my point is, you already gonna cook on Saturday. You're not going anywhere. That could be something else you do that provides value. That everybody knows that on Saturday they could cook a dish with you.
But their feed that they see will follow if I move from my countertop to my stove.
It's
and
whatever you normally do. It's the same
nothing
premise.
changes.
All the difference is that you're now streaming it live on the YouTube.
All right, we'll have to talk about that because
So it's the same. My point is, it's Right now, you record and you edit. My point is, you could also just go live, and I'm gonna try and find a couple examples. So let me finish this. So I want to go back here. So we got your channel in a good spot, but I want to go back here. Analytics, you can see your channel. So you got 1,100 views in the last 28 days, which is significant. So you went from here to here on Saturday. So I don't know what posted on Saturday. Like, it could be, it doesn't matter. But this allows you to see. So Saturday right now, December 2nd, was your biggest day in the history of your channel. 379 people were watching your videos on. So, but this shows you added 2 subscribers in the last couple days. You had 23.1 watch time hours, which means, and then it shows you your content. What percentage of the content did that? And, you know, again,
I gotta look at that record, Lamb. I have no idea why.
But here, I mean, again, this is significant progress, right? And it'll show you key moments for audience retention. That Rack of Lamb is doing it. And sometimes you just want some video just hits over something else, but you know, you can look at it. But this shows you,
That's unbelievable.
you know,
Analytics.
7 returning viewers. You've had 986 viewers to your channel, unique viewers in the last 28 days. 2 new subscribers. You know, and it'll tell you when your viewers are on YouTube as you grow your audience. It shows you that 99.4% of the people who are watching are unsubscribed. That also says to me that, like, in your videos, you want to basically say, hey, you know what, I'm doing this on a regular basis. Make sure you like or subscribe. Like, you want to be intentful, because if we want to turn those people into subscribers, shows you it's mostly male right now, 100% male.
Really?
Yeah, and it shows you it shows you the age ranges. So all of this is in here, all United States. All of this information is available to you just in this channel. So again, we go to comments. We talked about that before. You can have smart replies. You just click on this. Hope you enjoy. Like, you don't have to even.
I don't have to spend time.
No,
typing,
so
right.
so it'll give you some of those for if there's something appropriate. Again, these are all these comments on that Rack of Lamb. So, you know, talk about subtitles. If it does subtitles, you can leave it, but I don't really worry about it. It shows you if you have copyrights. You don't have any copyright infringements. I wanted to come down here to earn. So eventually we're doing this as a business, so it shows you different ways. Where'd I go? That you can earn, and it basically shows you when you'll qualify. So the first thing is they have this thing called membership. So we could set up a membership. People pay a fee, and then you give them extra stuff, right?
Wait. Who pays the fee? I do?
No, the viewers. This is all how you earn money.
Yeah.
So, and this is something that you could apply for now, right? I'm not saying do it now. I'm just showing it to you. The other one is they have these things called supers, which are super chat, super stickers, super thanks. So people can pay and basically tip you through these things. So like, I'm really like, and that's this whole premise about, this happens a lot when people go live. So like, that's what I'm saying.
I see
like
that on that girl's
yeah,
thing.
so
like, there's this little thing like.
So that's
like
money.
Chip or some shit.
That's
like
money.
That. It
So
ain't
that's
a lot of money.
No, but again, it's not a lot of money if it's 5 people.
Right.
If it's 5,000 people, it's money. So the whole premise is you're giving value, and they're like, man, this is great.
She ain't giving me no fucking value.
Well,
Just like
I'm
that.
not talking about her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the premise. But she's giving somebody value because
Yeah.
somebody's paying. So, and then they have this, which I have to dig into, is eventually you can do shopping, right? You can have shopping experiences. I'm just showing you all the options. But then it shows you your eligibility. Like some of these some benefits have additional criteria. So right now, you have 425 followers. If you get to 500, it unlocks more monetization. So once you get up to 500, you can do memberships, you can do supers or whatever. So you're not that far away. So even though we created the channel a long time ago, now that you're active.
That's kind of audacious, don't you think, to be asking people?
No, it's not audacious. It's it's a value proposition. At the end of the day, if I went to someone who knew how to do what you did, and they were like, I'm going to do it at 2:00, you don't think they would charge me $30 to sit there and watch it?
You're right.
So my point is it's the premise, and again, they don't have to do it. The thing is, if you're getting value from this, give me $1, give me whatever, and then it's a volume play, because the more I build people, if they're all incrementally, it's all about revenue streams. So literally, you can get to the point where you're just doing this, and enough people are giving you, you're like, that's fulfilling for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't ever have to do anything else. All right, so it's just showing you things. But I wanted to show you that even though you've just started, you're very close, right? Because again, you've been on YouTube for 8 years. You're active on YouTube for 2 months, right? Because you started eight years ago, you have 420 something followers who were waiting for you to create content. Now you're creating content. So if you get that to 500, it unlocks these things.
And then we have a different conversation about where we're going.
Yeah, so we have options, right? So that's that one. So it'll tell you when you're eligible, you apply, and you get access to that. The next one of that is the ads piece, right? So you can earn ads when people watch it, right? And you can earn ads from shorts. So when we go through shorts, you'll be able to, those can make you money. Those same shorts. So that one long video, we take and make short videos, and then now,
I got to do it manually, or was that other thing?
no, we're gonna walk through that. We're gonna walk through that. But I'm just right now. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you what your monetization options are just on YouTube. So, from an eligibility standpoint, you're at 401 subscribers. When you get to 1,000 subscribers, you can unlock monetization. So when you're thinking from a planning perspective, I want to make sure that I resonate in my videos for you to subscribe to my channel, because my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can unlock monetization. So it's just kind of that stair-step approach of delivering value. Also, right now, you need 4,000 watch hours. You have 21. So that just means you have to create more content and people there. So there's goals. We don't have any shorts yet. We got to get up to 10 million shorts to monetize, which is not, it sounds like a big number, but shorts get promoted. You don't have to promote them. So I'm just showing you where it is. And then they have creator supporter tools. Like if you have questions about the channel, all these different things are here. But I'm only showing you this so that you see that there's a path to monetizing. And there's a whole thing here, like a YouTube's creator channel, which has all these videos that tell you about being a YouTube creator and all the different policies, other ways to earn. If I click on other ways to earn, it'll show you how to, it's like how to make money on YouTube. Like, because they're vested in you making money on YouTube. And I'm just showing you this so it's here. Customization, we've already talked about. Here's our channel trailer. The featured video for returning subscribers is that lamb video right now, because why not? If it's doing well, I'm going to promote it. But you could always come in here and change that video to something else. We might change this from what is this channel about, like, introducing, my name is Tony and this is Cooking Conversations. We can play with the title. But it gives you here. And this is all the stuff we did to kind of customize your channel. Before, remember, I told you under audio, if you want to use audio, they have a library of copyright, royalty-free audio. So here's, you can go in here and search for them, but there's audio in here. And it shows you, like, these are all ambient sounds. You can go hip-hop, rap, right? But you don't have to worry about getting flagged.
And you could put this over the top.
Yeah, you basically can download it, and whatever software you're using to edit, you can put this over top of it. So this is all royalty free. You don't have to worry about getting flags. They give you all of this for free. And again, you can use pieces of it or whatever, but there's options here. So that's all in here as well. So that is everything that's in the studio, so you know that it's there. So I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. I'm gonna go to your channel. So, like, let's say if we went in here.
Let me show you where I'm going to.
And we said, and then we came in here and we said, and then we went back to your channel. And now that's what your channel looks like. I'm not mad at it. And you'll continue to add content. Again, right now, every video on your channel is part of the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that every video is in that playlist. So right now we got 5 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're good. And then you can continue to go from there.
Now, what about shorts?
So we're going to go through that now.
Let me show you where I'm going to
Um,
conversation stuff. Come on.
all right. So let's focus on, let's focus on, well, let me show you. So there are several tools that I use to create shorts. Let me pull up my tool chest over here.
I downloaded Canva, CapCut, and Captions. Did you give me that?
Did I get-
Captions wasn't free. I remember that.
None of them are. Very few of them are free. They let you use them for free. There is. I'm trying to find this other one. Hold on. All right, so the one I use the most is called. Mine's not working. I showed it to you the other day. Opus Pro. So basically, what Opus Pro does is it takes your content and turns it into short video. So I'm gonna show you. So if I go here. And then I go back here. Let's focus on that lamb one. So here, we'll start with the lamb one. So here's the lamb video. I'm a copy the link, and then I go on Opus Clips here.
And upload it into Opus Clips.
Yep. So literally, I can give it. That's fine. I upload your video.
And there's a monthly charge for Opus Clips.
Yeah. So based on how many hours, whatever, I'll show you the pricing. So it has different styles down here that I could choose from. How I want it has different templates. If I wanted the text up top, at the bottom. Right, so I'm gonna go with just keep the standard one.
So it looks to me like that is going to create captions.
It will.
I already have captions, or do I not put captions?
I wouldn't put captions on a long form video.
You would not.
No, because I want to be able to watch it and enjoy it. First of all, YouTube's automatically going to create captions, and that's not really a driver for the longer form video, the captions.
When you say the longer form, you're talking about the one that's
on
explains to
YouTube.
somebody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I put captions.
That's fine. Well, it's okay.
So stop doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because to me that's going to cut down your workflow. Like that probably is kind of
the AI does it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think you need to do it. I wouldn't do it there.
Only on the short ones.
Only on the short ones, because the long ones, remember, it's a view. So YouTube has captions. So if they wanted captions, they can turn on captions for the long form. But remember, the long form content in a lot of ways on YouTube, people are watching. So we'll go out there and look at your channel on YouTube, and you'll see how it looks on the television, right? So people are a lot of people are watching YouTube on TV now, right? And it's like, so I wouldn't do it there. I would do it here. Okay. So
because it's gonna sit over the top of whatever I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right here you have processing. You do preferred clip length. I say 30 to 60 seconds for a couple reasons. One is YouTube Shorts has a hard limit of 60 seconds. Instagram, Facebook Reels is longer. It's 90. But if you do 60 seconds, you can take this one video, put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, put it on YouTube Shorts, and all point them back to that YouTube video.
Okay.
So you're doing it work once, right? So that's why, there might be some people who eventually kind of do different ones at different lengths, but I'm about speed and efficiency. You can also give it topical filters by keywords, and it'll help it determine where the topics change. You don't have to do that to start. I'm just telling you how this works. So right now, this is a 7-minute video. I'm going to say
Meaning my whole
video.
Minutes, right?
I'm going to say break it into 30 to 60 second clips. And then I click here, get clips usage.
That's saying that my video to show you how to make it in 20 minutes took only 7 minutes for them to watch me do it.
Well, you did a 7 because remember you cut out all the gaps. Yeah. So I do this. It's on the Fetch the Video. It's going to take 12 minutes for that to happen. All right, so look, we uploaded the video, 7 minutes, how to make a land for 2 people, and it created these clips. And what it does is it gives you the clip, it shows you the virality score, and these shots right here, I guess it felt like it was better to do it like that as opposed to the full screen. So here, I'll show you one. So
this is a half of a rack of lamb. Why half? Because it's only for me and maybe one other person. You got to take the fat off. I love fat, but it's too much. The fat away. While that's happening, we're going to take this film off the back of the lamb. Pork ribs, beef ribs, lamb, they all have this film on the back. If you don't take it off, the flavor of whatever you're putting on, whatever seasonings, will not hit the meat. It'll stay on top of that film. That don't mean it's not going to taste good. It just means it's not going to penetrate the meat. So take it off. It takes freaking 15 seconds to take off. This is a half of a rack of lamb.
So that's one.
Okay.
And then I can go in here and I can edit that if I don't like it, right? So I can trim or extend the clip. So right here where I can edit the scene layout.
I probably wouldn't do that.
I'm just showing you because so you know it, but yeah.
That's one, but there's more?
Yeah, I'm about to show you. There's a whole bunch of them. So literally, but for example, so it's AI. So it titled it something about the perfect seasoning, but it didn't mention seasoning in it, right? So literally, it stopped here at 31 seconds.
I mentioned seasoning. My words, I said if you don't take that film off, the seasoning you put
Yeah, so you could change the title to say how to make sure you get the best quick tip to get the best seasoning in your lamb, right? In that short. So again, you could change it. I could change it to fill, which I actually like, but I don't know why I did it. So I'm gonna do that real quick just so you see it. Because I actually think that they look better when it changes the sim. So let's go back and see what that looks like. So, but this is the basic. So let's I can get rid of this. So we save and compile, and then we'll come back to that. So here's another one it created.
But today, damn it, I hit that shit out the park. It'll end up somewhere in the low 140s, which science says is medium rare for lamb. And you just got to trust the science, man. It's real. Next step is we're going to plate it up. So I made some white jasmine rice. If I got to teach you how to make rice, come on, man. I'll do it, but rice is not hard. That looks pretty darn good. So this is only 4 bones. A regular full rack of lamb has, I think, 8 or 9 bones. I can't eat that many. So what I'm trying to do is teach you guys how to cook for yourself and maybe your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or you and your roommate. It's not that hard. You just got to know what you're doing. But today, damn it.
See? So it and it's AI, so
Out the park.
it's not perfect, but the difference for me it's
time.
It's time. So like you can always get better and come in here and refine them, but at a minimum, so like I said, I don't like that short one. So I'm just going to change it to fill because I'm like, just fill it. But that's just me. But you don't have to do that. But I'm showing you because at the end of the day, Now from that 7-minute video, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I guarantee you I'll choose one of those before I start editing something. I would just pick one.
Well, my thing is you could do all 8, but the difference is now you got 8 shorts out promoting that video that already has 700 views. So you're using the medium, right? So it's the equivalent of having 8 stand-up promo things in 20 different
But
locations.
how would I use that? Like
I'm about to show you.
Okay.
No, I'm about to show you. So I just want to go because
Because if we're here, let's do it.
yeah, we're gonna do it. No, we're gonna do it. But I wanted to show you. So
The reason I'm doing that is because I want flavor
This I
in
like.
the center of the meat.
Nobody's
Agreed.
doing this.
I don't want just the outside to taste good. I want the middle to taste good. So I took garlic, rosemary, onions, fresh, all of it, and I sautéed it, for maybe 5 minutes, and blended it all together. And I'm gonna mash that down inside it. And what's gonna happen is the internal temp rises. Those flavors are gonna emanate throughout the meat. Trust me when I tell you, it's gonna be good. The reason I'm doing that is
That's
because I
it right
want
there.
flavor in the center of the meat. I'm Greek.
yeah, so like literally, so but I don't know. I like the video to be full, so I'm going here and changing this to fill.
This is inside of Opus. Okay.
Opus Clips. So again, the equivalent is if we had to go out, if you had to go in a video editing tool and you don't know how to do this,
Forever.
this is hours of your time.
Yeah.
But my point is, it doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is that we're trying to grow this channel. So there's efficiency into using these tools. What would take the average person a few hours, we're doing in a few minutes. Yeah, so we say I'm just doing this real quick so they'll be saving while we go. I'm gonna show you how to do one. So
What don't you like about that?
just because when you look at shorts, they're more appealing when the whole videos, you think about the watch, like that used to happen when people had videos that were primarily horizontal.
Yes, where you film it
Yeah.
like this versus filming.
Yeah, I just think especially with food, it's more appealing when people can see the whole thing, right? So again, for speed, you can be like, yo, I don't want to do that, but I'm like, it takes me 2 seconds to do. So basically out of that 7-minute video, we got 8 clips. So basically each minute of that video has value. So the reason why it's important is what I tell people is you spent however long you spent to create
that video. The
that
long
video.
version.
This allows us to make sure that we maximize that
By doing what?
by creating these shorts because
And then what do we do?
because here's the thing about vertical video and shorts. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, we're in what's called the discovery phase of the internet, and what that means is they create they think short form is the future of their platforms, so they're promoting it. So think about it. Most of these shorts you watch are from people you don't know. So the algorithm is promoting people these short because you can view more because not an hour video, it's not 2 hours video. So they are promoting these to people that you don't know. It's called discovery. So most of the shorts you watch are from people you've never seen. Then you share it and this, that, and the other. So they're doing that. So by you creating these, as opposed to creating the long video and waiting to watch, there's 8 of these out that hit different people at different sensibilities that all link back to that long form video. So think of these as like all of your commercials
Yes.
for your show.
And any one of them could hit.
Any one of them can hit.
Okay.
And the beauty is about YouTube, as I showed you in the monetization, is once that gets turned on, you're monetizing all of them. So you're not only monetizing the long video, you're monetizing all these short videos. So if they hit,
So it's in my best interest to let Opus Clip hit every single video I put up.
yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's my point. Like, if they do nothing else but promote your channel is going to make you money. But if they make money themselves, then there's no negative in it. The tool, and there's a bunch of them. The tool just allows you to do it more efficiently through AI. So you're not sitting there taking clips or whatever.
Yeah.
So my point, it's about time. So like if we go here, number 1, like you said, what do we do? And it even gave you a title, right? You don't have to use the title.
This 5 hours and 19 minutes mean?
That's how much I have left in my account
Before they say, okay.
before I have to
I'm
pay
there.
again.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Because you paid for.
because I'm paying for this.
Alright.
Yeah. So all right, and it also has it that if I wanted it, it could auto post the YouTube IG from here. I can connect my channels and it'll post it. So I only have to download it. But I like to download it for YouTube because I'll show you in a second. So let's say I go here. I'm gonna download this. It's in HD. Put it in my cookies and conversation. It names it the what? All right, it's downloading now. Then I'm gonna go back to my channel. Let me make sure I download it. So there it is. That's the video we just created.
Half of a rack of lamb. Why half? Because it's only for me and maybe one other person. You got to take the fat off. I love fat, but it's too much. The fat away. While that's happening, we're going to take this film off the back of the lamb.
That's why I like to do it full screen because you just see.
This is what it looks like.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
That looks like shit I see on that you sent me.
Yeah.
Whatever seasonings will not.
So see, they get to see the film. They get to see it directly.
Yeah.
So it's real value, right?
It just means it's not going to penetrate the meat. So take it off. It takes freaking 15 seconds to take off.
That's it. That's the video. So now we go here. We hit create, upload videos. Grab that video. Now the beauty is that any video that is 60 seconds or less, YouTube knows it's a short. So it treats it like a YouTube short, which is the vertical video. So it's here. It's asking if you want to do hashtags. So it's cooking. I can do conversation.
Lamb.
I can do lamb.
Lamb rack.
Yeah, and you have up to 100 characters. So let's see if we do lamb rack. See if that fits. So that's too long. So we can let's take out conversation. So there. Now again, remember, I can just take this and put it in the description as well. And I can add more hashtags, right? I can add quick cooking. So look.
Lamb in 20 minutes.
But I want to show you this. So quick cooking is connected to 4,000 videos and 1,000 channels. So I'm just showing you these hashtags are already out there and people are searching for them and using them. So this is super helpful, right? Quick cook, right? There's no limit to it. We can do.
So when I'm putting my hashtags, it behooves me to look down.
Yeah. I'm just showing you that it's giving you that value, right? You can say lamb. We have lamb up there already. What is this? Rack of lamb?
Yeah.
So if you do rack of lamb.
Lamb for 2.
Yeah. We'll say rack. We can say lamb.
What about lamb recipe? Let's see. What does that say?
So yeah, there you go. See,
That's
lamb.
1.8 million?
Yep, and then lamb recipes. So we got that, and then you can come back and put the the recipe and all that in there, and then you can cut and paste this, and so we have it for future ones. But again, so this, that, and the other, right? We cut and paste this so we have it. Same thing, right? We don't want to put that in a playlist because it's just a short. We could have a playlist of our shorts, but we don't need it. We say it's not made for kids. Leave everything else alone.
Now, do you have to do these one by one by one? If there's 8 of them, you have to do all 8.
Yeah,
one by
do
one.
all 8. But I mean, it's 10 minutes of your time, right? But there's value in it. So here's what I wanted to show you. So add related video. So I click on this. I find the lamb one. So now in each one of these, there's a link you can click on to go to that video. So then they now become commercials for that video. I'm not worried about subtitles. We hit next. It's going to check for copyright. Public. You can even stream these if you want. I haven't done it, but you can. Like Simulator Live. Hit publish. Now it's published. So I go to your channel. Now you got your first short.
First short.
So again, this is like what I call it, like your return on your content investment, right? So you're spending time on the content, you create that video. This now allows you to take that one video and do 100, right? The other thing I tell, or 8 for in this example, but it allows you to multiply it. But then I also tell people, like, we could strip the audio and we could start a podcast, right? Like, again, like, so it just shows you that one piece of content can now be 10 or other things that are on all these platforms. So it's the equivalent of having to deal with ABC, NBC, CBS
All
for your
off
show
of one.
off of one piece of content.
Okay.
So there's value. I mean, again, there's value in it. And again, look, your channel already added the short section, so now your channel's getting meatier. So like if we go back here now, and we go to Opus Clip for this one, and we download this one, and like you're like, oh, we have to do one more one, but look, it's gonna take us. It's gonna take us 5 minutes to do this. So because it's gonna take the title. Remember, I cut and pasted all of those hashtags, so I can just grab this. Replace that. I can take some of these first hashtags, put as many up there that it'll work. Oh, am I putting it in the right place? Hold on. I'm on the wrong one. Hold on, sorry. I was on my channel. Let me close this real quick. Glad I caught that. Alright, so I'm gonna let me switch to your channel.
Let me show you where I'm going to film the cooking and conversation.
I did that video because I saw Shaquille O'Neal's video of Papa John's, and he said he started off with the camera in his face and said, "Let me show you how we make the shakaroni whatever." And I was like, if he did that, I could do the same. I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel, man. Everybody's doing it.
No, I mean, it's called Embrace and Extend. There are people out here who are doing all of this stuff. So that's the other point, right? Like, before you had to figure this out from scratch, you don't have to figure it out from scratch because there's someone doing what you're trying to do.
Yes.
You just gotta find them and
Yes.
find the way that likes and resonates with you, and that's what you do. All right, that's too short. All right, so we got that. Same thing, not for kids. Related video. Public. Let me delete that. That was doing that before.
So there should be 2 shorts there now.
Yeah. So if I go to your channel,
Let me show you where I'm going to film the cooking and conversation.
yeah. So we're gonna add all 8 real quick,
Check it out. So what's this channel about?
and then you can go back and do the other ones, and you'll have shorts for every video.
All right, so I'm this far from information overload. So what I'm gonna do when I go back home first, I think, is start putting recipes on these things because I don't want to get too far out of my skis, and then I gotta go back and do it. And then I'll see if I can figure out. What do you do? Do you email this to me or something? Whatever you do.
The video, yeah, I'll just post it somewhere or I'll email it to you. I'm gonna put these up so they'll be out. I'm just making sure.
And if I didn't like those titles, I could change them or just leave them.
These?
Unleashing epic flavor.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could change them for now.
Let's
For
leave
speed's
it.
sake, I'm
Leave
just
it.
doing them.
Yeah, let's leave it.
And again, over time, you may be like, I only like 3 of these videos. I'm going to put them up. But for me,
They're all clickable.
they're
Add
all
to that
they,
number.
they all add
right?
to that number.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you can get more discerning later, but
You know, when I told you I was in Miami last weekend. Did I say that?
yeah.
Leaving that dude's house made me realize there's different levels to life to live in, and I look at myself like you just said. Looking at Myron, I'm bullshitting, dude. This dude had a 50-foot boat. That's his. That's sitting outside of his house. We went past boats that were 100 feet that are depreciating assets. That means that whoever that was had $2 million of play money to throw away on a boat. To throw away.
Yeah, and the like I said, he teaches, like he said, he flies private, but he said he had bad problems on regular flights. He has polio, so he has like a thing on his leg. I'm sure I'm too really late. So, but he was like, rich people, even when they buy stuff, they buy it to make more money. So he basically said he bought it because now he can quickly get the more speaking engagements because he bought time on private jet. But now he adds that to his fee because he's like, that's my private jet time, not their private jet time. So they pay $11,000 for travel, in addition to what they're paying him to speak. So they're covering the
So it's
plane.
covered.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So he's like, he's basically saying what makes people say is that when you reach a certain level, you don't pay for stuff, other people pay for it. So I go here. That lamb video. And again, the beauty of it now is now you can go back in here over time and see the effects of having these all point, like, so if that gets over 1,000, then you go back and do it for the other videos
Because
that
there's value there.
there's value there. I would do it for all of them. So, and like I said, it's again, it's to your point, it's repetition. So I'm just literally,
And the more you do it, dude, the better I get at it. The
Yeah.
editing, I'm getting better at it.
yeah. I mean, again, think about it. 2 months ago, like if somebody said, "Yo, Tony, you got to edit all these videos," you'd be like, "Yo, what are you talking about? I got to edit all these videos. I don't have to edit these. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're talking about." But now it's second nature because it's all doing it. And to your point, the hard part is not the doing it. The hard part is making the decision to do it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Not made for kids. And again, somebody else is gonna look at your channel and like, this dude's creating content like crazy, and they don't realize it's the same one video
Just chopped up.
that's just chopped up because again, they haven't taken the time to get the knowledge to see how simplistic it is to use a tool to do
This
this.
screen here is coming from where? Did you? That's inside.
It's a folder on my computer.
So
When I
for
click
me-
on upload, wherever you'll download these to your computer, and then when you hit select files, you just grab it from whatever folder you did on your computer. So
I'm
I
not
download.
using my computer. I'm using this phone, but I could.
You may have to for the Opus Clip thing. I don't. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't done it on the mobile. I'm sure you can, but I'm doing. It's easier for me on the
All
computer.
right. Bigger screen too.
Yeah. It's just like I just this stuff I just like to be able to see, see what's going on. So here.
And with that monetizing, what happens? You end up putting your bank account in there or something? And
Yeah,
money goes there?
yeah. And they just pay you because you're giving them inventory in which to run ads from, and they split it with you.
destroys impurities. Refining with flame is one of the oldest methods of purifying metals. And just like how metal can be purified through fire, our hearts, our souls, our impurities are refined through the Word of God. It's refined through the Word when we meditate on it day and night. And so we encourage, dear friend, fight to meditate, to dwell on, to ponder on the things of the Lord. And so with this in mind, let us go to God together in prayer. Dear God, the Bible tells us that your word is like a fire. I pray in agreement today with everyone listening.
So you pick the most popular hashtags and put them there.
Yeah, I just cut and paste the ones we used before, and then and you can add down here. You can add.
Yeah,
to.
I'll play around with that and see. I'll have probably more.
Yeah, you'll know better. I mean, and you can just literally you can choose them.
To be deeply rooted within us, so that we can develop a godly character and mature as believers.
And the other thing is you think about how people's minds work. That everything plays off each other because that video was able to get 700 views by itself. Now that you're promoting that video, people will come to it and say, "Oh,
What else is here?"
well, yes. Well, also they'll be more inclined to watch it because there's already views. So it works in one way for that video. It'll work for the other way for the other videos because now they'll get promotion. All these other videos. So you want to go back and do this for all of those videos that you've created. That you know.
Now, when I go into what's this called again? This program
The one that shrinks.
that we're doing.
This is YouTube. I'm
Oh,
uploading
but
them to YouTube. We
okay.
created them in Opus
All right.
Clip, and then we're doing them in YouTube.
Opus Clips. I'm not using. If I use the basic, is it going to limit me and say, "That's it, buddy"?
Yeah, it's going to limit you by the amount of videos you can do, but you may not be doing that many at a time. I mean, again, you
Right.
let you at least evaluate it. I think I'm paying like $16 a month. I can't remember. So all right, we got that there. Oh shoot! I copied the title. That's why. Yeah, I caught that.
If I weren't here right now, what would you be doing?
I'm gonna work on some other people's stuff that I'm working on. Have videos listening. I'd still be sitting here. I got stuff I need to get to, dog. It ain't gonna get done itself. I could go out there and watch a movie, or I could sit in here and grow. You know, that's the difference. I can put a movie up there and do the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
but at least you know.
I didn't even know that was up there.
And then I think there's one more that we didn't download because it was editing. Let me go look at what we got here. We got take your lamb to the next level. Yep. Master the art of cooking. Yep. The secret. I think this is the one we don't have.
Yeah, that's not there.
The secret of onions. Yeah, we got the art of searing meat.
Unlock the Juicy is there.
The secret of mouth-watering meat is here, right? Yep.
Unleashing is there.
Dynamic duo. Is that here? Yep. Cream sauce. I know I just did that one. And then elevate your sauce game. That's there. So it's this one. So once we do this,
would you suggest me getting a computer or an iPad?
I would whatever you feel more comfortable working on. I like a lot. I mean, I have an iPad. I don't work on it because then I need to get a keyboard. Like I like it for certain things. I like having just a computer because I can have the keyboard and this, that, and yeah. That's just me. Some people, Naval does everything on his iPad. He doesn't even use his computer.
I haven't used an iPad in 10
So
years.
it's all. Again, it's more about. For me, it's more about what's more comfortable for you or what lets you optimize. To me, it's either this or a laptop. Like all this stuff can be done in an iPad, but I don't. For me, it's All right. So we go back to your channel.
Let me show you, Rob.
And there you go.
Wow.
You got 8
Half
shorts.
of a rack of lamb. Why?
Now look,
Let me show you where I'm going to film the cooking and conversation.
we uploaded these how long ago?
Right now, or the last freaking.
This is a half of
Somebody
a rack of lamb.
gave
Why
you.
half?
Somebody gave you a like.
For me.
Oh, okay.
I just uploaded it. So that just shows you how quick these things are going out.
Film the cooking and conversation.
These things are going out into the atmosphere.
Yeah, me and Bryce talked about this morning. How he said it's incredible how fast things can
Let me
move.
show you, Rob.
Yeah, there are so many videos being uploaded to YouTube today that it would take the rest of your life to watch what's being uploaded today. That's how much. But there's that many more people watching the content. But yeah, so again, in a short period of time, I want to see if I can get rid of that for you. We'll leave it. But yeah, man, I'm not mad at this channel.
So for beginning, right? For beginning.
I mean, go look at other channels. There's people who've been around for a while. Their channel don't have thumbnails. It don't have shorts. It doesn't have an intent. This has an intent. Like, here's what I would say. I would say take that URL, send it to a bunch of your friends and say, hey, I just started this YouTube channel. Let me know what you think. And they'd be like, yo, dog, you got all this content on there? Because the average person, the same way as if, you threw me that rack of lamb. It's like, I just made this. I'm like, yo, you just made this that quick? They're going to look at this and be like, yo, there's a lot of content on here. Then you saying you just started this, Tony? When do you have time to do this? Like, that's what the questions you're going to get because they don't know the disconnect between your ability to do this or not do this.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing what you just did, and like it transformed it in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Let me stop
So
this.
I'm gonna